Wickety dick dick! What is up, my Tailfield community, and welcome to all my new subscribers. Today, we're gonna reassemble the RS wing, so stay with me. So here we are in my bedroom, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys might have not seen a million times in my channel. I also did the review on this wing sitting right here on the floor, but today we're going to be doing the reassemble process for all you guys that just don't know what all this junk is, especially these things right here. This can be quite confusing, but since I know the maker of this wing, I know exactly where all of this stuff goes. So here we go. We have the top piece, which this piece gets seen. Yours will look a lot different than mine. I actually carbon wrapped mine. You got your two side panels. Now be really careful with these things because I just found out that water got into one. Not good. But the other one is fine. So there's a way to prevent water from getting into these. You just have to make sure they're sealed completely. And this is where the water can get into. Here they can get into any one of these holes. So if you have any other stuff like this, I would suggest put them around each screw hole that you do, or double-sided tape even, that will work. To anything to keep the water from getting inside of these. You don't want that. They'll start smelling of mold and eventually they just won't last. So this is your bottom piece. This is what goes on the car. Once again, yours will look different. Mine is painted, and I also have to rebuff this, so it gives me a chance to do so. But right now, I'm going to show you guys how to reassemble this wing. A lot of confusion has started, along with the strip that you get here. This is actually a whole long strip, but these are basically where they're meant to be. You also need, for this installation, a Phillips screwdriver and a magnet, and I'm going to explain why you need the magnet in 1 second. Magnets are very important, to speaking of that anyways. So you need to grab your standoffs here. Now each of these standoffs tell you which way they go, and if you look on the bottom of them, they will tell you 136 left. You look on here, this says right. And look over here, this one says 136 left. Same as this one. So what you're basically going to do, you're going to stick the screw right in this hole right here. You're going to put the standoff back on to the left side, just like that. It goes in with it facing out. Grab your important screwdriver. If you have one like mine, you want to make sure it's clicked over, so that way you can screw the screw back into its socket. Then you have the right side now. So now you're going to go ahead and grab your right side. It's more easier to stick the screw down in there, get it down in the hole before you face it down onto the plastic part, because it's going to be a lot more easier. Also, you want to stick your screwdriver in the hole, push down on the screw before you start placing it down on your wing side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so both standoffs are in, which your standoff should look exactly like this. Okay, so now that you have your bottom piece, you're going to take your wing with the end hump facing this way, with the left side on that side and the right side on this side. And you just want to face it on, put it on there, and it should fit just like that. So with this piece right here that goes onto the car, we're going to screw this part onto this part. But what you need is that magnet I was telling you about. If you do not have a magnet screwdriver, I have one, but for some reason these screws just don't stick well to the magnet. So I made a bigger magnet, and I just put it on the side of the screwdriver, and that's all I'm going to do is put the screwdriver down in the hole right here, and hold it right there, and I'm going to switch it over to here. This is the hole that it meets on, that's the screw hole. The same with that side. I'm going to go ahead and put this side on. It's fairly easy. You just got to screw this part and this hole right here, and then we'll move on. So once you guys finally have the wing attached to the bottom part, you guys are always wondering what these little circle things are for, and that's to prevent water from getting into these holes right here. So what you want to do is you want to just put these little circle things on the holes and make sure that they're fastened down to where there's no water or a liquid can see its way in. Okay, so now the two water takeouts are sitting on there, the two circle things here. You also have this weather strip as well around this whole entire top piece. You want to make sure you fill these holes in with this right here. That's what prevents the water from getting in. It's the same thing on this side. I made the mistake and didn't do it. And then you also want to do the bottom half with the same weather strip, and it goes all the way down until it cuts down right here in the middle. The same thing go onto the other side. I cut this off because I didn't really need that part right there, and you really don't need it going all the way down either. So you're good on that. Don't get frustrated. It's an easy fix. So we're going to go ahead and turn this around now and put the screws over here. Then you want to grab your little post right here, the side post, and you're just going to stick them onto this guy right here. Both sides. You're going to screw these guys down, and then once you guys get these screwed down, we need to do something with these. So I'm going to show you that right now. I forgot to mention as well, they do come with these little rings right here as well. So these actually really do help. It would have been better if they came with a lot more, because you would be able to put them here, 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 and pretty much everywhere that has a hole. But I basically just put them just on these parts right here. Basically just want them on the gold parts, which all the golds are covered. The weather stripping also goes here on this side part as well. And here's one of your screws, which is right next to this one right here, one. And then two right underneath the sticker. And then this one is right here. Now you're going to do the same thing to this side as well. The same thing. The weather stripping goes inside as well, because that's what prevents the water from getting into your wing. So you want to make sure that you put it on there. Same thing as the other side. So it basically look like that. And then you're just going to go ahead and put your screws in. Then once the screws are in, and then I'll show you where the last two circles go. So that pretty much wraps that up, guys. For the last two little circle things, they do go right here in the middle of these two screws that you just put on the side fins. The same thing goes for this side. It goes right underneath the sticker. If you have the blue sticker there, it just goes right there in the middle. Just face it right down on that screw right there. So they should all look similar to this. So that pretty much is that. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the assembling of the RS fin. If you guys did not see my other video of me unboxing it, I will link that down in the description down below. By the way, my name is Tough Bills. It was my pleasure to do this video for you guys. Also, guys, remember, we are 2 steps behind, but 1 step closer to finding this build. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smack that subscribe button, leave me a like, and don't forget to leave me a comment down in the section below. If you guys want to say hello, that will be pleasant. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!